Mongolia, the land of mighty warriors and empires that once made the world tremble, has behind this absolute power mysterious stories, eerie customs and strange tales passed down through generations. So, why do these unusual customs persist through the centuries? Are you ready to discover 12 facts that will make you rethink this legendary land? Let's delve into the mysteries of this enchanting land in today's video. Number 12. Mongolian women and the search for a partner. If you think finding a partner in Mongolia is easy, you might want to reconsider. Despite Mongolian women being notable for their high education, competence and independence, they face an uncomfortable reality: a shortage of men who are intellectually and lifestyle compatible. On the surface, Mongolia appears to be a country where both men and women have freedom and opportunities, but the reality hides a different picture. So what is the actual issue? According to recent statistics, Mongolia is facing a significant gender imbalance. For every 1,000 men, there are about 1,500 women, a discrepancy that might seem minor, but upon closer examination, especially in urban areas, this imbalance creates many challenges for women seeking partners. In the capital city of Ulaanbaatar, where more than half of Mongolia's population resides, the gender imbalance is even more severe, with the number of women far exceeding men, making it harder than ever to find an ideal partner. Not only do Mongolian women have a life expectancy almost 10 years higher than men, around 76 years compared to 66 years for men, but this discrepancy is also reflected in life expectancy, unemployment rates, and job opportunities. Many Mongolian men face issues such as alcohol addiction and mental health problems, while women often become the economic mainstays of their families. This also increases the pressure on women to find a partner, as they need to have a stable career, marry, and have children before the age of 29, a milestone many Mongolian women feel is an invisible burden. All these factors make finding a suitable partner a major challenge for Mongolian women, especially those living in the city. Not every man is willing or able to share modern life with the educational, career and family responsibilities that these talented women bring. Number 11. The sky burial custom. If you think every culture around the world chooses to bury the dead underground, prepare to reconsider when you come to Mongolia. Here, a unique custom known as sky burial is not only a way to say farewell to the deceased, but also a literal return of their body to nature. Instead of burying the body in the ground or cremating it, as in many other countries, Mongolians leave the corpse outdoors, where scavenging birds like vultures and other wild animals consume the body. This symbolizes returning the body to the earth and completing the natural cycle of life. This ritual has many intriguing aspects. Instead of holding elaborate funerals, as in many countries, Mongolians often conduct this process quietly and unceremoniously. After a person's death, their body is prepared and placed on a hill or remote area away from populated areas. Family and community members wait for 3 days and then return to check if the body has been completely consumed. This is considered a sign that the soul has been freed and is no longer bound to the earthly realm. The sky burial ritual also reflects beliefs about rebirth and reuniting with nature. Allowing animals to consume the deceased's body is a way to return to the earth and provide food for other creatures, continuing the life cycle. In many cultures, allowing animals to consume the deceased may be seen as disrespectful, but for Mongolians, it is a sacred act that represents harmony with nature and respect for cosmic laws. Today, this custom is still maintained in many remote areas of Mongolia, although in urban areas, more traditional burial methods such as cremation or ground burial have become more common. But for many Mongolians, this tradition remains a symbol of respect for nature and harmony between life and death. Number 10. Not bathing in the time of Genghis Khan. Bathing was not only rare, but even considered an act of offending the gods. Ancient Mongolians believed that water was a sacred element connected to the dragon veins of the earth, and any interference with these natural flows could anger the gods. Thus, using water for bathing was strictly taboo, leading Mongolians to be indifferent about cleaning their bodies. Instead of frequently washing clothes, ancient Mongolians had a unique cleaning method. They would simply remove their clothes, shake them vigorously to remove dust, lice and bugs, and then put them back on. This might seem unsanitary by modern standards, but for them, it was a perfectly normal ritual. This not only conserved water, a precious resource in the arid climate, but was also part of religious and cultural beliefs. They believed that excessive bathing could drain spiritual energy and personal strength. Moreover, Mongolians even considered body odor a distinct feature of each person. Back then, body odor was not something to be shunned, but was seen as a symbol of personality and honor. If you met someone with a distinctive smell, it could be a sign of their strength and uniqueness. Especially if Genghis Khan, the great emperor of Mongolia, gifted you a used piece of his clothing, particularly one that still bore his scent, it would be a great honor. In ancient Mongolian society, receiving a gift from a powerful figure was not only a sign of favor, but also a transfer of strength from the leader to the recipient. Number 9. Importing men. Not only is there an issue with finding a partner, but Mongolia also faces a severe gender imbalance, causing many societal problems. In fact, this disparity has created a significant shortage of men, particularly those of reproductive age, making it difficult for many women to find a suitable partner. The situation has become so serious that the Mongolian government once considered an unprecedented solution: importing 6,000 men from Turkey. It sounds like a large-scale dating strategy on an international level, but it was a real measure to alleviate the pressure from the male shortage, providing women with more partner options. The shortage of men means that many women, especially in large cities like Ulaanbaatar, face fierce competition in finding a partner. The capital city of Ulaanbaatar is home to over 1.5 million people, nearly half of the country's population, and the gender imbalance here is even more pronounced. This has created significant social imbalances, forcing women to take on more responsibilities and face numerous psychological challenges. A surprising statistic is that 40% of men over 15 years old in Mongolia are married, while only 32% of women can say the same. This difference is not just about gender ratio, but also relates to cultural factors and social pressures. In Mongolia, women often face pressure not only to achieve career success, but also to marry before the age of 29. This is not an easy milestone for many women, especially those trying to balance career and family life. Additionally, the gender imbalance leads to other repercussions, such as increased psychological and economic issues among men. This further increases the pressure on women as they not only search for a partner, but also worry about the stability of their future families. Thus, addressing the gender imbalance in Mongolia is not only a marriage issue, but also a complex task requiring intervention from various societal sectors. Number 8. No sea but still a navy. You might be surprised to learn that Mongolia, a country entirely landlocked, actually has a navy. It may sound unbelievable, but Mongolia's navy operates not on the sea, but on Lake Kuvskul, also known as the Blue Jewel of Mongolia. This is one of the largest and most beautiful freshwater lakes in Mongolia, located in the north of the country near the Russian border, playing a crucial role in local trade and tourism. What's particularly amusing is that the Mongolian Navy comprises only 7 members, making it one of the smallest navies in the world. But that's not the most interesting part. Among these 7 members, only one knows how to swim. This person also serves as the sole lifeguard of the team, responsible for ensuring the safety of tourists visiting Lake Kuvskul. The role of the Mongolian Navy is not to patrol or guard borders, as in many other countries, but primarily to transport fuel across the lake and guide tourists exploring this stunning lake. Despite the small team and simple tasks, they play an important role in managing water traffic on Lake Kuvskul, especially during peak tourist season when thousands of visitors flock to admire the lake's majestic beauty. Mongolia's navy is small and seems surprising, but this story highlights the resilience and remarkable adaptability of the Mongolian people who, despite living in a landlocked country, managed to maintain a naval force, albeit on a modest scale. Number 7. Mongolian hospitality. Mongolians are renowned for their warm hospitality, and if you visit a nomadic family, be prepared to experience a unique custom of welcoming guests. Don't be surprised if you're invited to sample a bowl of fermented mare's milk, known as airag. This is not just a traditional drink with a slightly sour taste and mild alcohol content, but also a crucial part of Mongolian rituals in daily life. Airag is made from mare's milk, undergoing a natural fermentation process to produce a mildly alcoholic beverage, typically with an alcohol content of around 0.72%. It has a distinctive flavor and cultural value. The fermentation process not only creates a unique taste but also reduces lactose content, making airag suitable even for those who are lactose intolerant. This drink is not merely a refreshment but symbolizes the connection between people and nature, especially in nomadic culture. During the welcoming ritual, offering airag to guests is not only a sign of hospitality but also a symbol of respect and sincerity. When receiving the cup of milk from the host, it is customary to accept it with both hands, showing gratitude and respect. After receiving it, you should take a small sip before placing the bowl down, as a sign that you appreciate the host's hospitality. This is not just common courtesy, but reflects the bond between host and guest, where hospitality is highly valued. Enjoying airag might be a challenge for those unaccustomed to the slightly sour and strong taste of fermented milk, but for Mongolians, it is a cherished drink deeply tied to nomadic life and a symbol of valued hospitality. Number 6. The unique Targa and Sa festival. While much of the Western world rings in the new year with dazzling fireworks and lavish parties, Mongolians have their own unique way of starting the year, the Targa festival, also known as the White Month. This is one of the most significant events in Mongolian culture, marking the end of the harsh winter and welcoming the fresh spring. The name may come from the color white, symbolizing purity, good fortune, and traditional foods made from milk, a staple in Mongolian cuisine during the early days of the year. During Targa, Mongolians don white ceremonial clothing symbolizing purity and exchange gifts, usually dairy products like yogurt and cheese. The color white here represents not just cleanliness, but new beginnings, good luck, and a prosperous future. A distinctive aspect of Targa and Sa is the tradition of settling any debts or disputes from the previous year, allowing people to start the new year with a peaceful mindset. An important meal call takes place on the final night before Targa and Sa. This is not just a lavish feast with traditional dishes, but also a time for family members to mend relationships and prepare for the year ahead. Entering a Mongolian home during Targa and Sa comes with customs such as bowing respectfully before the Buddhist altar, showing reverence and wishing health and longevity to the elders. Respect for the elderly is highlighted through gestures like gentle embraces and offering ceremonial scarves. In Mongolian culture, the elderly represent wisdom and protection, making their blessing an essential part of the new year. An interesting aspect of Targa and Sa is the sight of elderly people dressed in outfits resembling those of goat herders, complete with fur coats and large fur hats. This practice not only helps keep warm in the winter, but also has spiritual significance, believed to ward off evil spirits and protect the village from misfortune. This ritual ensures peace and safety for everyone throughout the new year. Number 5. The father of Mongolia, Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan, born as Temujin, is not only revered as the father of Mongolia, but also considered one of the greatest conquerors in human history. Born around 1162, Temujin came from a small nomadic tribe and faced numerous hardships early on. His father was poisoned by enemies when Temujin was young, leaving him responsible for leading his family through harsh conditions. These early struggles forged a resilient leader with a grand vision. With exceptional military organization and innate leadership, Temujin unified the disparate nomadic tribes of Mongolia. After years of conflict and negotiation, he succeeded in uniting the tribes under one banner and was proclaimed Genghis Khan, meaning Great Ruler of the World, in 1206. From there, he expanded his influence beyond Mongolia, establishing an empire that stretched from Central Asia to Eastern Europe, becoming the largest continuous empire in human history. One key factor in Genghis Khan's success was his outstanding military strategy. He established a disciplined military system composed of small, agile units adept at fighting in various terrains. His army became known for lightning-fast tactics, surprise attacks, and exceptional mobility due to their use of horses. Genghis Khan was also skilled in psychological warfare, causing many enemies to surrender before battle even commenced. Beyond his military prowess, Genghis Khan was a visionary political and social leader. He implemented policies of religious tolerance and protected merchants within his empire, which facilitated cultural and commercial exchanges between the East and West. Genghis Khan also introduced progressive social reforms, such as banning the trafficking and abduction of women and affirming women's rights, showcasing his commitment to equality. His legacy continues to resonate globally as one of history's greatest leaders. Number 4. More animals than people. Mongolia is unique in that it has more animals than people. With a population of just over 3.3 million, the country boasts around 64.7 million livestock, including horses, sheep, goats, cattle, and camels. This gives Mongolia one of the highest animal-to-human ratios in the world. Horses, in particular, hold a special place in Mongolian culture and daily life, with their number exceeding the human population. Horses are not just pets, they symbolize culture and are integral to the Mongolian way of life. Throughout history, they have been essential to Mongolian warriors, helping create the vast empire under Genghis Khan. Mongolian horses are known for their strength, endurance, and agility, thriving in the harsh steppe climate. From a young age, Mongolians are taught how to ride and care for horses. It becomes an essential skill for work, competitions, and everyday life. Mongolian children often start learning to ride as early as 4 or 5 years old, and by adulthood, they are proficient riders. Number 3. The tradition of horseback riding, archery, and eagle hunting. The skills of horseback riding and archery in Mongolia come from millennia-old traditions that have become inseparable from daily life. From a young age, Mongolians learned to ride horses not only for transportation, but also for herding, hunting, and warfare. Historically, these skills were critical to the success of Mongolian warriors, enabling them to build the largest empire in history. Horses allowed for rapid movement across the vast steppes, becoming companions in their nomadic lifestyle. Mongolian archery is another revered tradition. With unique techniques developed over centuries, archers use their thumbs to draw the bowstring, enhancing power and accuracy, enabling long-range shooting. This method has helped Mongolians excel in hunting and warfare. Eagle hunting, particularly in the Altai Mountains, is another long-standing tradition. Hunters train golden eagles, the largest predatory birds in the world, to assist in hunting wild game such as foxes and wolves. This practice requires patience, skill, and a deep bond between the hunter and the eagle. Training an eagle is a task that takes years, creating a strong partnership that allows the eagle to understand and obey commands. The annual Golden Eagle Festival showcases these unique hunting skills to thousands of visitors. Number 2. The Land of the Blue Sky. Mongolia is known as the Land of the Blue Sky, a fitting name for a country with only a few weeks of summer. Daytime temperatures can range from 20 to 25 degrees Celsius, but nighttime can drop sharply to near zero or below. For visitors, this means warm clothing is essential, as the weather can change rapidly and harshly. In winter, temperatures can plummet to minus 35 degrees Celsius, especially in the steppes and mountainous regions. This makes Mongolia one of the coldest places in the world. To survive these extreme temperatures, Mongolians use unique methods, including drinking fermented mare's milk called airag, which helps stimulate blood circulation and keep the body warm. They also wear thick fur coats made from sheep, goat or camel skin for insulation against the cold winds sweeping across the open steppes. Number 1. The sparsest population in the world. With a population density of just about 2 people per square kilometre, Mongolia is one of the most sparsely populated countries in the world. The vast open spaces mean that you can travel for hours without seeing another soul. This low population density is due to a combination of rugged terrain, harsh climate, and the traditional nomadic lifestyle. Most of Mongolia's land consists of steppes and deserts, which are not suitable for large-scale agriculture. Freezing winters and brief summers also limit arable land to just about 1% of the country. Around 30% of Mongolia's population still follows a nomadic lifestyle, moving across the steppes in search of fresh grass for their livestock. Nomads live in yurts, traditional Mongolian tents that are easy to dismantle and transport. For them, home is wherever there is sufficient grass, water and sustenance for their herds. Mongolia is a land where past and present merge seamlessly, offering visitors a glimpse into a way of life that has endured for centuries. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe so you won't miss out on future journeys. Share your thoughts in the comments and let us know which land you would like to explore next. See you on our next adventure.